Hey guys, welcome to the
Yeah,
fourth episode of Everything About Dual Degree. We have already covered MSc Chemistry, MSc Physics, and MSc Maths. Now it's time for MSc Biology. And we have the secretary of MSc Bio with us. Ithihas, would you like? Also, I work under him in a project, so he's a very super helpful and super nice senior of mine. Ithihas, would you introduce yourself? Start.
thank you, Devansh, for that introduction. So, yeah, let me just introduce myself once. So, I am Ithihas. I'm from Bangalore originally, and right now I'm in the third year pursuing MSc Bio and EC in Goa. So, one fun fact I chose bio over economics. With my BITSAT score, I was getting economics and I chose bio over it. So, yeah, be prepared for some bias, but yeah, let's just get to it. I bet a lot of you have a lot of questions. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, would you like to share the courses that you undertook since you were interested in biology? So, and like also, yeah, let's start with the courses that you had taken in your second and your third year.
Yeah. So, actually, one more fun fact is I didn't like biology till school. So, I only liked biology when I came to BITS. So, I did a lot of research before joining BITS as to which dual degree to choose. And I realized that bio has the highest scope. So that's how I actually got interested in bio again. And many seniors were telling that it's no more of mugging or all that. So it's more about thinking and logic when you come to bits, even in bio. So that's when I actually made up my mind that I'll choose bio.
How true is it?
So
Is it true? Do you feel it's true? Or, like,
yeah, it is true to a great extent. So, of course, there will be some stuff here and there that you have to compromise, but overall, it is true. So, let me just show the course list. It'll be easier for everyone to, look back at it. So, I think everybody already knows the first year is common for everyone, and yeah, this is the sheet that you get from something called Bulletin. You can download it from the website, from BITS website. uh, yeah, they have all the combinations like bio plus whatever BE degree that you want. Of course, it's there for the other MSCs as well. So I'll just take EC as you know the coursework, and then I'll just go through that quickly. So again, first year is same for all degree programs, and in the first year, everyone does Gen Bio or the general biology course. So this course covers everything that is basically more. I think everything that's done in the 11th and 12th if you have taken bio. So you don't really need to know anything in bio before coming to BITS. That's one advantage because BITS knows that most people don't take bio in the 11th and 12th for obvious reasons. So uh, they have made sure that even if you don't know anything, you can still manage and not manage, even maybe excel in bio with just that one starter course. So general biology, good grading, and a lot of things to learn. And it's interesting because the professors who take that course are very, very good, and it'll be a lot of fun. And you will, when once you complete your first year, you will definitely tell that it's one of the best courses that you have taken in your first year. I think Devansh also might agree with that to a certain extent, at least.
not sure about that, but okay.
Okay, it depends, I guess. So I read that somewhere. So in the BITSAT queries when I was applying, so I felt the same more or less. So anyway, so that's about the general biology course. There's also a small lab course called BioLab 1. So there you do basic bio experiments, but the real stuff starts in the second year, to be honest. So in the second year, as you can see here, there's of course there's math 3 and environmental studies that is there for everyone. It's common to all degrees. So the specific courses that are there here for bio are biochemistry, cell biology, microbiology, and integrated biology. So actually, these the first three especially is very, very important, and probably the basic starting point for anyone who's learning biology. So they cover everything. Even if you've forgotten everything in gen biology, it's fine. You can again start over and not worry about it. So that's also one good thing about the second year first semester, that you don't need to know much of biology. So that covers almost every important course in the that usually researchers look for, or if you want to do any engineering, these are important courses that you need to keep in mind. So then coming to second year, second semester. So there again, there's an economics course or a management course that is common to everyone. And then apart from that, there are again 4 compulsory courses. So one of them is ecology, and there's bioinformatics, there's genetics, and then there's a lab course called instrumental methods of analysis. So again, there are 2 lab courses. One is in the second year first sem, so that is microbiology, and the second one is in in the second year second sem. So along with the first year lab. So these are the only 3 labs in biology. Unless you take an elective that has a lab component, you will be done with all labs in your second year itself, so that your coursework will be lesser in the third year. That's how it is designed. So again, coming back to these courses here, ecology is just a very light course. There's nothing much to do there. The important course, especially in this year, is in this semester, is genetics. So it's as important as these 3 courses into one. So keep that in mind. It's very interesting. It's probably one of the most interesting courses in bio for obvious reasons. So there are a lot of interesting applications in every field with genetics. So it's the next big thing. So basics covered there. So this covers a lot of biology, actually, to be honest, with just these 4 courses, and in addition to that, some additional courses which are there here. So and then finally you'll be entering the third year, probably the toughest year of your dual degree, no doubt. So there I am yet to complete this. So as I said, I'm in the third year. So I can tell a bit about what's happening in this first semester of third year. So recombinant DNA technology is kind of like continuation of genetics plus many other techniques. You will understand this when you do some bio, otherwise it's very pointless to talk about it. So then there's about plant physiology and animal physiology. If you might have guessed it right, so it's about various parts of plants and animals. So you go in depth with that. Then again, the fun stuff apparently comes in second semester. So as our seniors told, biophysics is a very interesting course, which is also an elective for physics MScs. So that's a very interesting course, and immunology is also a very interesting course. So these are the compulsory courses that I mentioned. Of course, in addition to this, there are many other courses, other electives that you can take, that you can explore in your 2 onwards. So that is second year, second sem onwards, you can explore those electives. So you have a lot of time to think about that. There's one interesting course called cognitive neuroscience, which is not exactly bio course. It's an open elective, which is very popular among students. So yeah, that's there. That's about the courses.
Uh, yeah, so you were talking about the scope of biology, right? So could you talk about like what you chose by MSc Bio over MSc Eco? So why was that? Like what if I take MSc Bio, what all fields can I go into in the future?
So among all the 5 MSCs that are there in BITS, I think bio has the most compatibility with any single, uh, any single BE degree, the corresponding BE degree. So I'll just go through one by one each. So there are like insane applications in every single BE degree that you end up with after your first year. So first, of course, CS, the most popular, and even I love CS. So I've done a lot of projects related to Bio plus CS. So I'll just go through that. So there's this brain-inspired deep learning networks. So this is a very important upcoming field in deep learning. So there's a lot of pattern recognition algorithms and networks that are being designed based on what we understand about the brain. So this is important because only bio people can actually help out in this particular field, bio plus CS people rather. So brain, again, that cognitive neuroscience course, and also maybe a project related to this can help a lot with that. So that's one of the biggest applications in rather bio in CS. Of course, there's a lot of CS in bio, and that is also a very important thing. So a lot of deep learning networks are being used for cancer detection in MRIs or even CT scans. So different cancers. So it's like everywhere in diagnostics and medicine. So there's actually a specialization called AI for medicine on Coursera. So by the same people who made the deep learning specialization course. So it's just very widespread, deep learning especially. And of course, along with that, there's bioinformatics, which is more related to the traditional methods of computational biology. So I'll not get too in detail into that, so you can check that out. So these are some of the cutting edge stuff. And I'm also working on a particular project called Decode ET. So in that project, basically, we are trying to determine the secondary structure of a protein from just the letter sequence. So you'll understand more about this a bit. You can check it out. I'll ask Devansh to link the GitHub page so you can understand from that page. So it's a very interesting project that is related to bio plus CS. Then coming to electronics, there's no shortage of applications. So I almost completed a project because of the COVID-19 and everything. I couldn't complete that informal project that I took up. It was related to bioelectronics. So what we are trying to do is design transistors using proteins. So traditionally, transistors are designed using semiconductors, so like silicon. So, but we were trying to do it with proteins from extremophiles or bacteria that live in extreme conditions. So this is something that's definitely very popular right now, especially in optoelectronics like solar panels and all that. So there are many problems with solar panels that can be solved with bio. So with proteins and bio. So this is one of the biggest applications in electronics. Of course, there are many other things like we also use electronics in bio, like almost all instruments are ENI related. So if you choose ENI plus bio, you'll be doing all that. So MRIs and all those instruments that that are used in medicine. So those are all related to instrumentation. So you can look into that. Now, of course, other things like nanobots and stuff like that. So which are being designed to cure diseases, specifically target cells of bacteria and all that. So these are all electronics. So completely bioelectronics and nanotech. So that's there. Then there's biomechanics. So there's no shortage here as well. So there's like prosthetics and robotics designed based on what you can observe from nature. So there are a lot of things related to biomechanics as well. So it's a lot of there's a lot of variety in bio, and it is the next big thing. So almost all engineering will apply in bio. And even for chemical, let's say you end up with chemical, there's like drug design, biofuels to replace traditional fuels. So all these are covered in biochemical. So you can do projects related to these things. There are endless possibilities because in I think bio department, the professors are one of the best in terms of the chill factor. So they're very open, and they give projects easily, so you can do a lot of interesting stuff with the professors. And that's what I did in my second year when I had a lot of time to do all that. So there's you can go on and on, but it will take a lot of time, so I would like to end it with that.
I'm pretty sure if someone hears, like whoever listens to this video will kind of be super motivated to take biology. You might move the cutoffs this time. Actually, it was super informative, super interesting to hear such amazing stuff. To be honest, yeah.
Thank you.
Moving on to the next question, you already talked about that. How chill is biology? So, how much free time do you get in your second and your third year to explore other fields, or enjoy your college life, the free time?
Right. So that's a very important thing to consider actually, because it's really cool for dual degree people, because in the second year, right in the middle of your engineering, you get a lot of time to do anything. So I joined like 4 projects in my second year, not clubs, projects, and projects are way heavier than clubs. So I left every single club in my mid of second year and concentrated completely on projects, because I found it more interesting, and I'm very enthusiastic about that. So uh, there's a lot of time available in your second year, especially if you're not aiming for getting like a 10 in bio, which is possible, not very difficult. Uh, if you're not aiming for that, if you're just aiming for a good CGPA, decent CGPA, then you have a lot of time, especially in the second year, second sem. So that's when I went to peak. So 6 projects at once. So it was just insane. I was completely, the whole time I was busy, but it was fun. Unlike, studying for exams, which some people might not like. So this is definitely something, if you're interested, you'll love it. So the second year, that you can think of it as like you can think of it as exploring year. So you can explore yourself completely in your second year. You can try everything that you can think of. And in addition to that, I did go out. So I went on multiple trips. So there's no problem there. Went to Bhogmalo multiple times, went to other beaches. So there's no other problem there at all. So you can imagine how free it was. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. Last question, like a lot of people wanted to get CS, but they could not aim like get CS directly, so they are opting for a dual degree. So, any tips that you would like to give to people to get their desired branch, or tips for studying in first year? Anything that you would like to share your experience?
So this is one thing that I kind of failed, you can say, but I'm not that worried about that. But yeah, I understand that the CS is it's actually very good. It's probably the best combination even with bio. So yes, many people say that you have to attend classes. That's very true, which I didn't. So I couldn't do well, especially in my second semester when I missed a lot of classes. So be careful with that. It's easy to skip classes, because you miss one, you miss another one, then you're gone. You're completely off track. I don't think that'll apply to this batch, because now it's COVID and you're at home, so you'll get the recorded lectures and all that. So it may not apply that much, but once you get into the campus, don't miss a class. You miss one, then it's or two, then the whole course you have to do it by yourself, more or less. So that's the biggest thing that you should do. But just attending class is also not enough, of course. Uh, you need to practice all the tute sheets which they give you, and you get a lot of tute sheets in practice actually in your first year. So make sure to use that. Apart from that, one more thing that I felt I should have done is concentrate on getting a very good CGPA in your first semester. That is when you can get that's actually much easier than the second semester. I felt it was easier. So you can get a very good CGPA in your first semester, and then try to compensate for, if you get a lower semester, to try to compensate with the first one. So you can do that as well. So that's one thing that from my personal experience. So that's all I can say.
Totally, yeah, makes sense. Anything you would like to add, or anything that I might have missed, or something you would like to say?
So don't worry too much about placements, CGPA, and all that. Yes, it's easy to say that, and even I have violated my statement many times. I keep worrying sometimes, but if you are really interested in something, do projects. There's always can always approach a professor for that. So there's no problem with that. Do projects, learn from that. You don't really need a good CGPA to even get into a good university after this, or if you want to get placed, okay, maybe with placement it might affect a bit, but if you're interested in research or further studies, then you it does matter a bit, but don't worry too much about it. That's one thing. And enjoy college life. This is very important because even Elon Musk says that college is for enjoyment, not for studying. So he's right, kind of. So it's important actually, because now because of this COVID, now my college life has reduced. So I cannot get that time back. So now I realize that I should have even spent more time to enjoy. Of course, with a balance. So don't stay in your room, try to get out as much as possible. That's also one thing. So do everything, sports, travel outside with your friends. You can go in bus, you can go in two-wheeler, enjoy all that. There are a lot of water sports. Go to Bog Malo weekends, chill out a bit. Then of course clubs are important. That's where you make friends, and you also learn a few life skills there. So do that. And of course I would suggest to do projects from your second year onwards, and to seriously, so that if you're interested. So that's the most important thing I would want to say. Apart from that, I think that's about it.